everybody? It's Winston84, YouTube.com. Want to talk about, last night on SmackDown, how Teddy Long been took it out of his misery. Wade Barrett and his group manhandled Edge. It's like so far, that's what happened, most likely. Raw, it wasn't really a big thing to talk about Raw. If Raw was like extremely impactable, I would have talked about it. I would have made a video the next 10 or 15 minutes of it, but it wasn't really that much to say about Raw, except they had a new member of Raw, new member of the Straight Edge Nexus. But I wanted to talk, most likely I wanted to talk about the I never get a chance to talk about the new Royal Rumble. There's gonna be the 40-man over the top rope challenge for the to get a spot for the world title. It could be on SmackDown or Raw, World Heavyweight title, or the WWE Championship. And I want to talk about my predictions who may return. I'm not sure who's gonna be on the number 40 entry spot, but I'm gonna have a feeling that it could be Christian might return. Triple H, I already made a video that Triple H might be returning, but I have a negative comment, but it's still having great views, like over 400 views. But I have my feeling that I hope Triple H come back and he doesn't win the Royal Rumble, because I'm not into these people, these wrestlers that come from an injury or took time off to be in the last spot and they win the Royal Rumble, even though they was world champion before. And I'm looking forward for people like John Morrison, Christian, Drew McIntyre, Wade Barrett, not CM Punk, because CM Punk was he's a world champion. He was a world champion before he never had to win the Royal Rumble to win the WWE or win the world title. He was a two-time Money in the Bank winner, and when he was like a two-time world champion, he cashed both of his Money in the Bank contracts, briefcases, to win the World Heavyweight title. But honestly, I don't want him to win. I'm looking for somebody that is not the world champion and he never won a Royal Rumble, but not someone that was world title, was former world champion. But I don't want nobody like that to win it. But I'm looking forward for people like the Drew McIntyre, Wade Barrett, John Morrison, or maybe Kofi Kingston. Like these four that I believe that should at least one of the four guys should win the Royal Rumble. That would be fair, because I would love to see someone to be a new main event. I know Kofi Kingston had a main event when he won. He was in Elimination Chamber back in February of 2010, but he didn't win the world title. Even John Morrison too. R-Truth, no. Cody Rhodes, forget about it. Big Show, waste of time. Sheamus, I can't really, look at myself pitching that he wins the Royal Rumble and he cash, because that'd be a waste of time. What's the purpose of having a Royal Rumble if you're gonna give it to a person that won the who's world champion for it? It might as well just have a pick on the hat, and whoever toss a piece of paper in the hat and someone pick it up, whatever name it is, they go to WrestleMania. And it gotta be a main event. But honestly, I forgot, yeah. I'll say Christian, Wade Barrett, John Morrison, Kofi Kingston. What's another one that's and somewhat Ezekiel Jackson. These five I will really looking forward to. But that's only if WWE is gonna build Ezekiel Jackson the way that they should build him up. But I'm really looking forward to see I would love to see in the Royal Rumble is I would love to see Wade Barrett group and the Straight Edge Nexus being in the same ring at the Royal Rumble. That would be really interesting because see Wade Barrett's group against Straight Edge Nexus, but that would be really good. I'm hoping they'll have at least 5, 10, 15, at least 15, 17 wrestlers. But don't just come up, have it like injury and they come out, they last for 2 or 3 minutes and they just knock them over the top rope like that, like they done last year. I was really disappointed because, the legacy of the Royal Rumble. I know back in the days when Royal Rumble, they used to have like 20 guys and it lasted like at least 40, 60 minutes. But, nowadays they don't even have like Rey Mysterio was like the only wrestler that lasted the longest time limit that was in the Royal Rumble. And Shawn Michaels, people don't. It's really disappointing when I seen that little Royal Rumble preview. They talk about the history of the Royal Rumble. It's like that they ain't really focused that much on Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels was one of the big stars back in the 1990, 1995. That he really made me a believer in him when he was the first person that was in the Royal Rumble. That he was not even like, okay, he wasn't not the biggest dude in the Royal Rumble. He was like quite the smallest person. When you weigh like 225 pounds, you're not really the biggest dude in the Royal Rumble because back in the days you had wrestlers that weighed like at least 250 pounds and up, and some of them might weigh 400 pounds. Yokozuna was the biggest one. This was the hardest person to get eliminated because Yokozuna was like close to 600 pounds. But like I said, man, but I'm hoping that the Royal Rumble will be very, very entertaining. I just don't want it to be like every wrestler come out of nowhere, they can just get eliminated in 2 or 3 minutes and just ruin the whole Royal Rumble. So I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Peace.